Have you ever found yourself rummaging through cabinets and drawers for that one elusive spatula or spice jar? We've all been there. The clock's ticking, dinner's on the stove, and you're frantically searching for that one kitchen tool that's buried under a heap of clutter. It's a common tale of kitchen disorganization that many of us can relate to. A cluttered kitchen is more than just an eyesore. It's a productivity killer, a time waster, and a source of frustration. You've probably spent countless minutes, even hours, searching for things in your kitchen that should be at your fingertips. And let's not forget the sense of overwhelm that seeps in as you stare at a messy countertop, a disheveled pantry, or a chaotic drawer. But imagine a different scenario. A kitchen where everything has a place, and every place has a thing. A kitchen that works with you, not against you. Well, it's time to say goodbye to kitchen chaos and hello to a more organized and efficient space. The first step towards an organized kitchen is a good old-fashioned purge. Imagine a kitchen where every item has its place, where you can find exactly what you need, when you need it. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not as far off as you might think. But to get there, we must first embrace the liberating power of purging. Purging or decluttering is the process of removing unnecessary items from your kitchen. And let's face it, we all have that one drawer or cabinet filled with things we don't use or even remember we had. The key is to be ruthless yet thoughtful in deciding what stays and what goes. Start by emptying your cabinets and drawers one by one. As you do this, ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? If the answer is, I can't remember, or not in the last year, it's a strong sign that it might be time to say goodbye. But it's not just about how often you use an item. Consider its usefulness too. Does it serve multiple purposes, or is it a one-trick pony that's taking up valuable space? For instance, a quality chef's knife that you use every day is a keeper. But that avocado slicer that you used once and then forgot about? It might be time to part ways. Of course, there are exceptions. You may have items that you don't use often but are essential for certain dishes or occasions. The key here is balance and moderation. Also, don't forget to check the expiry dates on your spices, canned goods, and other pantry items. You might be surprised at how many outdated items are lurking in the back of your pantry. Once you've decided what to keep, donate the items that are still in good condition. Not only will you be freeing up space in your kitchen, but you'll also be helping someone else who might need those items. Remember, the goal of purging is not to live with the absolute minimum. It's to create a kitchen space that feels open, orderly, and efficient, a place where you can cook and entertain with ease and joy. Remember, less is often more when it comes to kitchen items. Once you've cleared the clutter, it's time to find a place for everything that's left. Now let's dive into the magic of storage solutions. The key to a well-organized kitchen is to make the most of your space, and there are so many creative ways to do this. Imagine a space where you can easily find what you need, where every item has a designated spot. That's the power of smart storage solutions. Consider hanging racks for pots and pans. Not only do they save you precious cabinet space, but they also add an aesthetic appeal to your kitchen, almost like a piece of art. They can be installed over your kitchen island or on any unused wall space. Now let's talk about those pesky knives that take up too much drawer space. Have you ever thought of using magnetic strips? They're an innovative, space-saving solution that allows you to easily see and access your knives. Plus, they help keep your knives sharper for longer by preventing them from knocking against other utensils. For pantry items like cereals, pasta, and baking ingredients, stackable storage containers are a godsend. They allow you to use vertical space efficiently, freeing up more room in your pantry. Plus, they make it easy to see at a glance what you have and what you need to restock. And speaking of visibility, clear containers are a game changer. They allow you to see what's inside without having to open them. This means less time spent rummaging through your pantry or fridge looking for that one ingredient you need. But it's not just about practicality. These storage solutions can add a touch of elegance and personality to your kitchen. Imagine a row of clear, stackable containers, each filled with different colored lentils or pasta shapes. It's organization meets decor. Remember, the goal is to create a kitchen where everything has a place. It's about making your space work for you, making your life simpler and your time in the kitchen more enjoyable. With the right storage solutions, every item in your kitchen can have a home. Now that you've got your storage solutions in place, let's talk about how to organize your cabinets and pantry. The art of cabinet and pantry organization is about more than just aesthetics. It's about making your kitchen work for you. The first tip is to group similar items together. This might seem like a no-brainer, but but it's surprising how many kitchens you'll find with pasta in 3 different places, or cans of beans scattered across multiple shelves. By putting you'll know exactly where to reach when you need something. Next, consider using shelf risers. These handy tools can effectively double your storage space, and they make it easier to see what you have. No more rummaging around at the back of the cabinet for that elusive jar of cinnamon. Now let's talk about placement. It's a simple concept, but one that's often overlooked. Put the items you use most often at eye level. This way they're easy to see and reach. You'll save time and effort, and you'll be less likely to knock over other items in your search. And then there's labeling. This is especially important if you're using containers to store items like cereal, flour, or sugar. A simple label can save you from the dreaded, "Is this salt or sugar?" moment. Even if you think you'll remember what's what, trust me, it's easy to forget. But don't just limit your labels to containers. They can also be a great way to keep track of what's in your pantry. A quick label on a shelf can remind you where the canned goods go, or which shelf is reserved for baking ingredients. Remember, the goal of organizing is not to create a picture-perfect pantry or cabinet. It's about creating a space that makes your life easier. A well-organized kitchen can save you time, reduce your stress, and even help you eat healthier, as you'll be more likely to cook when you know where everything is. An organized cabinet or pantry isn't just visually pleasing, it also makes cooking and meal prep a breeze. All right, you've decluttered, stored, and organized. Now comes the most important part, maintenance. Think of it this way. Your kitchen is like a garden. You've planted, watered, and nurtured your plants, but the job isn't done. You need to continuously care for them, prune them, and protect them from pests to keep them blooming. Similarly, your freshly organized kitchen needs your attention to keep it looking and functioning at its best. So let's dive into some tips on how to maintain your kitchen organization. First and foremost, make it a habit to return items to their designated spots after use. Yes, it's that simple. Just as you would put your car keys in the same place every time to avoid misplacing them, do the same with your kitchen items. Your cooking utensils, your spices, your pots and pans, everything has its place. Next, embrace the power of periodic decluttering. Despite your best efforts, clutter can creep back in. So, set aside some time, maybe once a month, to go through your kitchen and weed out any items that have somehow made their way in or have outlived their usefulness. Lastly, don't be afraid to adjust your storage solutions as needed. Your kitchen is a dynamic space that evolves with your cooking habits and lifestyle. Maybe you've taken up baking and need more space for baking supplies, or perhaps you've started a health kick and need a dedicated spot for your smoothie ingredients. Be flexible and willing to tweak your organization system to suit your changing needs. Now, why go through all this trouble, you ask? Well, maintaining a clean and organized kitchen has a plethora of benefits. It saves time by making cooking and cleaning more efficient, reduces stress by eliminating the chaos of clutter, and even inspires creativity by making your kitchen a more enjoyable place to be in. Remember, a well-organized kitchen is a joy to cook in, so explore these tips and find what works best for your space. So, are you ready to transform your kitchen chaos into kitchen calm? Well, now's the time, folks. You've seen power of purging, the magic of storage solutions, the art of cabinet and pantry organization, and the joy of maintenance. Why not give it a shot? Don't just watch and forget. Take start with that overflowing kitchen drawer or that pantry you've been avoiding. Pick a tip, any tip, and apply it. You'll be amazed at the difference it can make. And hey, don't keep the transformation all to yourself. Share your journey. Let's make this a community effort. Post your before and after photos, your own tips and tricks. Who knows, your idea might be the next big thing in kitchen organization. Remember, it's not just about having a tidy kitchen. It's about creating a space that brings joy and efficiency to your everyday life. Here's to a more organized, efficient, and joyful kitchen experience. Happy organizing! If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more organizing tips.